The State Department that froze Medicaid funding to more than a dozen health providers is now racing to calm a brewing storm.
State Auditor Hector Balderas says a special audit he requested from the Human Services Department regarding those health providers was altered, with an important sentence missing. News 13's Crystal Gutierrez is live in the Newsplex with more.
Jessica, the Human Services Department says it is working to get the complete audit in the hands of the state auditor by next week. But HSD says this was no mistake. They took the text out on purpose.
What we're a little confused is why the Attorney General and the State Auditor of New Mexico have two different reports.
State Auditor Hector Balderas says this should have never happened. The Human Services Department, HSD, hired an outside group to perform an audit to look into potential Medicaid fraud within the state's behavioral health providers. After the audit, HSD froze Medicaid funding to more than a dozen agencies. HSD has refused to release the audit. The state auditor sent a letter requesting a copy, then was forced to file a motion with the courts. It was supposed to be the same one that the Attorney General was given, but
We still don't have a completely clear picture.
Balderas says his version was modified. This is the passage that was missing. Quote, PCG's case file audit did not uncover what it would consider to be credible allegations of fraud, nor any significant concerns related to consumer safety.
Try to get to the bottom of the question of who altered the report and why did they feel necessary to alter it.
HSD says this was no mistake. The removal of the sentence was intentional.
It's because the Human Services Department is the only entity that can determine credible allegations of fraud.
The state auditor knows that, so we asked, why take this wording out if it should not have affected his opinion on the case anyway?
Well, we need to make sure what we produce is correct.
Despite HSD's reasons, the courts ordered that HSD hand over the complete audit to the state auditor. Balderas has now petitioned the courts again, and HSD is moving fast to comply.
I believe received a request last week and have only 6 working days to comply with it, so our folks are working hard to make sure that they get those documents produced.
HSD officials tell us they expect to have the complete audit ready for the state auditor by early next week. Back to you.
Okay, Crystal, the Human Services Department still insists they have valid reasons to move forward with the allegations of Medicaid fraud. They are now waiting on a decision from the Attorney General and feds on the investigation.